Hello my wonderful people, and welcome back to my channel. Now if you're just seeing my face for the first time, then it means that you're new here. Welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video out of the numerous amount of videos you saw to click on. I really do appreciate you guys. Now for my returning subscribers, you guys are my real MVPs. I really love you guys. We are 2K now. I can't thank you guys enough. Those that came through for me, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Now, not to waste your time, I'm going to jump right into why I'm making this video. As you can tell from the title, I'm just trying to update you guys on what the actual changes the NMC has made regarding the English language testing system that we all know about, the popular IELTS and OET. Now, for those that don't know what the IELTS is, which is very strange, so that's the International English Language Testing System, and OET is Occupational English Test. So this is like an important English exam that you have to write if you're coming to the UK as a nurse, doctor, engineer, student, and the rest of them. So you have to take this English exam before you can come to the UK, because they need to be sure that you are very competent in communicating with English. Now, I know I did a video regarding the update on NMC, but I've gotten a lot of questions, people asking me what these changes really mean, because it's like a bunch of stories and they're not really sure what it is. So yes, taking you back to when they brought out the survey thing where they said people should answer some questions, fill some questionnaires, and it was like a survey, and they said everyone could participate. Sorry guys, I realized that my microphone was looking very weird hanging here, so I'm going to hold it. So out of all the questions that were asked in that survey, they narrowed their decision just to two. So they just have two final decisions, but looking at it, I think it's really worth it, and I'm going to be breaking down those two decisions that they finally come up with. So I'm going to be reading from my phone, so just bear with me from time to time. So now, what are these two decisions that they finally come up with? So the first one now is that they are going to standardize the IELTS. And what does it mean? So people that think that they are going to scrap it, they're never going to scrap it out, because they feel like English language requirements are very important for anybody trying to relocate. They want to be sure that you can communicate, because communication is key in this profession. So they are not scrapping out IELTS, but they are going to standardize it in such a way you can combine your IELTS test scores if you get nothing less than 0.5 in each of these categories. Now we know that the pass mark for IELTS is 7, a score of 7 in each of the other categories, and then 6.5 in writing. And there is this thing called clubbing, where you can write two different IELTS tests. If you don't get the pass mark you want for this particular one, you can write another one and then join the scores together, just in case you do not get another pass mark again for the other one. But we already know that in this current one, you can't go below like 6.5, for instance, for writing. 6.5 is the pass mark for the IELTS, yeah? The current one. But you cannot go below, you cannot combine a score if you have below 6.5 in writing. You can't combine that test score with another test score. But now what they mean by this standardization is that you can combine two different IELTS results if for each of the categories you're not scoring less than 0.5. For instance, reading, the pass mark is 7, right? So if you get 6.5 here in one of the test scores and you get 6.5 in the other one, you can combine the two results. Now, if you get 6.0 in writing in one and you get 6.0 in writing in the next one, you can use that result. I'm just using these instances, but it works for other categories as well. The most important part is that for each of the categories in the two different IELTS results, you must not get below 0.5 in each of the categories for the two test results. When you are combining, whatever you are combining, check. In this one, out of the pass marks, did I get below 0.5 in any of the categories? Check. If you get 6.5 in reading, 6.5 in listening and speaking, and get 6.0 in writing, and it's still similar with the next results, then you are good to go with clubbing that result. If not, you would have to rewrite it. If you get 6.0 in reading and you get 7.0 in the second IELTS, you can't combine it. No matter the category you're looking for, you can't combine it because you've gotten below 0.5 reading, right? It has to be 6.5. So I hope I explained that better. I'm trying my best to explain it the way I can. So the second one is not the second one per se, so it's like two in one package basically. So aside from being able to club these results, now if you get at least nothing less than 0.5 score in each of the categories, you can now extend your rewriting IELTS to 12 months. So before or currently, because the changes have not been implemented yet. So currently what's going on now is that if you write IELTS and you need to rewrite it, you have to, and you want to combine results, you have to do it within a space of 6 months. So now the NMC has been lenient enough to say that they're going to extend that grace that they give you to club your results, to combine your results, to 12 months. So they're giving you an extra 6 months to club your results, right? I think it's really going to be very helpful, because now people are not rushing to go and start rewriting the exam when they are not prepared, which will still make them fail. It's a good thing that they give you like an extra 12 months to rewrite your exam, and then you can club. Maybe with that space of time, you might not even need to now club the result or even combine the result, because you might do exceedingly well in the next one because of the space of time that has been given now. So I think it's really, really, really wonderful. So that is the first decision that they have made. Now, the second one, which I am going to read, and I'm so excited about this one because I know specifically during my survey, I was very particular about it. I said, I feel like employers should be able to give a good standing for, their employees in situations like this. So now the second one is that, let me read it. From 2023, we will accept supplementary supporting information from your employers that demonstrate your ability to communicate effectively in English in a practice environment. But there are clauses to this. So people feel like, oh, they're going to start accepting supporting documents from your employer saying that you can communicate fluently in English, but that's not all. You must still write the IELTS. People think that you don't have to write IELTS now. No, you must still write the IELTS. But then if in any of the categories you get below 0.5 score, so say in reading, maybe you get the other pass marks, and then maybe in reading you get 6.5, then they can come to your employer that you have been working with and ask them for its supporting information, just to give you like a good standing that you are communicating very well in English, they've worked with you for a long time, and they can guarantee that you are fluent in English. Then the NMC would be able to cut some slack for you and say, okay, they trust your capability, right? That is the condition. Now, the second clause is that you were trained and assessed in English in the country where English is not a majority spoken language. So if you were also trained and assessed in English in a country where English is not a majority spoken language, they should still be able to get a good standing from your employer. But now, the clause here is that for your employer, you must have worked for a minimum of nothing less than 12 months. You must have been with your employer for a space of 12 months for your employer to be able to give you a good standing. Because if you stay with someone for 12 months, it gives them a good understanding of the kind of person that you are. They're able to know you better. So yes, so the NMC wants you to have worked with your employer for 12 months. If you've not worked with your employer for up to 12 months, then they won't be able to get a good standing from your employer. These are just the changes, and it's just very, very simple and straightforward. And I think this is really going to make a huge change, honestly, if you ask me, because these little things matter. I know people that have, they keep writing IELTS. I keep saying this now, IELTS is not a test of knowledge, but people that are just the way they are would keep saying, oh, she's not smart, ordinary IELTS. It's not ordinary IELTS. It's about studying hard, but at the same time, most times it's about the grace of God, because that exam can test your limits. And you see people that keep writing these exams and then they are missing with a score of 0.5. Maybe reading, they're supposed to have, some people will have 8 in speaking, 7 in writing, 9 in listening, and then come to maybe reading and get 6.5 or 6, and that's the end. So now they are making it very lenient for people and very easy for people to scale through. I think it's going to make a lot of changes, right? So I hope I have been able to throw more light and shed more light on this so that people understand it better. They are not scrapping IELTS. It's here to stay, but changes have been made. If they're getting a good standing from your employer, you must still write the IELTS. And then if only in one of the categories you score anything less than 0.5 from the pass mark, then they can get a good standing from your employer if you've worked with them for up to 12 months. It's as simple as that. I wish you guys well. If you've not booked your IELTS, all of you that are postponing it, please go and book your IELTS. There's no time. things are, you know, becoming, they're turning on your own. So go and book your IELTS, write the exam, practice, and then write the exam. Stop postponing. What I did during my own time was I went to book for the exam even before I started preparing for it. You know, because by the time you remember the money that you have channeled into it, you would want to study. So if you feel like that's going to help you, you can book your exam ahead of time, maybe 2 months ahead, and then start practicing for it and just write the exam. Okay, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this. That's all I wanted to say for this video, and I hope I've been able to throw more light. If you've liked this video so far, please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video to your friends, family, and relatives who you know this video can be helpful to, so that they can understand it better. And I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay safe.